Hey, Jack.
Hi, my name is Tobar. Remember Tobar?
Where'd you get him at? He's cool.
All right, this is what I got, guys. This is a Lost in Space robot. Now, if you remember, a few weeks ago, we did a video with Jack where he told me you got to go with your gut. He showed us that LeCoultre watch, and he bought it, and it was a really good price, and he made a lot of money on it. So here I go, taking a little bit of knowledge, enough to be dangerous. I go out to an auction, and while I go into the auction, this little robot's being bidded on already. So I didn't get a chance to look him over too much. I just saw him, the ring man's holding him up. The auctioneer's talking a mile a minute. The price is going up. I saw that, and I thought about what you told me, Jack, about you got to go with your gut. And my gut said, that's a really cool robot, and I'm going to take my chances on it. Well, like I said, she was talking so fast, I didn't even know what number she was saying, but I was raising my hand. I was bidding, and it was going back and forth so fast. Before I knew it, I didn't know what I was at, but I was just raising my hand because I wanted the robot.
What'd you pay for it?
$180.
What?
Okay. Now, I knew that I had paid too much, or I felt that I definitely went over what I wanted to go. I was thinking that, $40, $50. Here it's at $180.
He sold for $300, $400. Does he work?
Well, anyway, the ring man gives them to me, and I'm thinking I got a cool 50s, 60s robot that's lost in space, and I look on the back here, 1998, Space Productions, made in China. My heart just about dropped.
I'll bet.
I just got a $180 turd.
It's true.
But
It happened.
I figured out what I did wrong, I think. I think what you were saying when you told me about the watch was, I still got the watch, by the way, I haven't sold it.
I think you're going to keep it.
I like this. I think I'm going to get a band on it, and I think I'm going to wear it around as a lesson and to think about things. But I think what the lesson here that you were trying to tell me was, if you can get something cheap enough, go with your gut. For $25, you can go with your gut.
Yep.
You're not going to get hurt. Yeah, okay, I lost $25.
Yep.
But we can live with losing $25 and move on, because if you make 5 $25 bets and you win on 2 or 3 of them, it's going to pay off for the losers.
That's right.
$180 hit on something you don't know.
I would have rather spent $185 on something that could be a Tiffany.
Well, this could have been 7 $25 bets.
Yep. Exactly. Very good. That's it. That's it in a nutshell.
So I think, if you know something, if it's something you know really well. If I knew this robot was worth $400, and I had intimate knowledge about this robot being worth $400,
And it didn't have the kiss of death on it.
yeah, then
China.
going for $180, that's fine. If I know I can sell it for $400, but see, my
I
mistake
just
was.
thought of something. If you could have looked at the back of that and seen China,
Oh,
you wouldn't have touched it with
No.
a 10. We wouldn't even bid
if
on
I
it.
would have got there early, looked that robot over and saw China, no way I would have bid that high.
We're going to do a video on being aware.
Being aware, know what you're bidding
That's
on
good.
if you're at an auction.
Oh,
Because
Vince, I've done it a lot of times.
I mean, the
don't feel
pace
bad.
is so fast.
I've done it before.
It's so easy to get carried away.
I can think, it's going through my head right now, what I've done, just so you know. I've done some bad ones.
But it's a $180 lesson. Okay. Now, I haven't even put batteries in it yet to see if it works, because I think if it doesn't work, it's just going to add salt or pour salt on the wound that I have. So right now he's untested, but before I put
He's
him up
cute.
on
I like
eBay,
him.
I'll test him out, and if it works, I might be doing all right on it.
Yeah.
It is a tall robot.
He's cute. What's the original one worth?
I really don't know.
It's
too much.
smaller, I think, isn't it?
Well, interesting thing about this one is, if you open him up, see what's inside of his secret compartment?
Well, I wasn't thinking that small.
A little one. But again, this little one's also 1998 Space Productions, so I don't know if they came with this one or what. But
Me either. That's cute though. I like robots too. Of course, we all know robots are really good. You don't see them anymore. But just on the side, just to show you that that's really a mild mistake. And I told you a long time ago, I don't really remember, about a bronze I bought. I drove like 60 miles up to the 29 Palms from the Southern California, 60, 80 miles, 3 hours.
For a bronze statue?
I went in there and I bought it. I didn't even have the money. I had to leave in the middle of the auction to drive another 2 hours and 2 hours, 3 hours.
Now, did you go there specifically for the bronze, or did it just
No,
happen to be there?
I just wanted to try an auction, you know.
Okay,
And I was young.
and it happened to be there.
I walked in, I looked at it, and I was just getting into bronze. It stood 4 feet tall. And it was a Monet type bronze, casting. And of course, I'll never forget what it looked like. It looked really bad at first, but it looked like a first casting, you know, to me. And I still don't know a lot about that, but I made $2,400.
See?
$1,200.
My $180
I had to
looks
go-
nothing compared to your 24.
And I had to drive home all the way. And it was a long way, like 2 hours. I got the rest of the money and come back, and the auction was just about over with. I was tickled pink. I went up and paid for it and everything, you know. And then I knew the auction, so I would get the money. He said, "You just bring it tomorrow," but I wanted to get it, you know. So it was about 3.5, 4 feet tall. I took it and we carried it. We were cautious with it. And I took it to a friend of mine the next day. I said, "What's it worth?" He says, "Oh, about $1,000." Maybe 1,200.
Ouch.
And of course I was sick. You know, I was sick. And I got lucky. I got half of my money back on it. You know where I sold it?
Where?
At a yard sale. I mean, at a swap meet. I was so upset, I didn't care. But I did get $1,200 for it.
That's pretty good
And,
at swap meet.
I was just wanted rid of it. I was mad. I let it sit around for a while. I thought about keeping it. We had this big home that had been belonged to a doctor, but yeah, I've taken several deaths in my life. I'm not ashamed to admit it. That was one of the worst, though. But I'll guarantee you one thing. I don't know a lot about bronze now, but I know what a restrike is.
But anyway, my lessons for the day are: be careful at auctions. They talk very fast, and they run up the bid really fast. And then now that's why they talk so fast, right? To get it moving quicker than
That's
you can
right.
think.
Yeah, that's right. They talk faster than you can think. They try to compete with your mind. But always remember this: those auctioneers are shrewd, and some are low down. You gotta watch them. Hey, aren't you an auctioneer?
I can't talk that fast yet.
You will.
But don't be afraid to gamble if
No.
it's something that your
Nope.
gut tells you is right. But don't gamble for big dollars. Gamble for the small dollars and make a lot of small dollar gambles. You're going to end up a bigger winner than if you gamble too high. Now, honestly, this robot, if it works, I might get my money back.
Nice.
You
I
know.
think he's cute.
But it's, you know, even if I doubled my money, it wasn't worth the risk of $180.
Wait, I know why you bought him now.
You're terrible, Jack.
Thanks.
Anyway, I took your lesson the wrong way. I corrected my mistakes, and hopefully I'll move forward from there.
You're pretty slick with that, though. I watched you. You're
Right.
really slick. I'm surprised you've been into it. But no more surprised than me biting it.
Thanks a lot, Jack, man.
That's one of the best lessons you've ever had, believe it or not, even though it was very expensive.
Yeah, it will stick in my head, that's for sure. I'll see you
Yeah,
next
you're-
week, buddy.
Hey, you're slick. I can't believe this. Everybody does. Me.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye, everybody. He is neat. He is nice.